Hey, look at alive. This is Eastern Oregon Adventures. Today we're talking about some backpacking stoves. Hey, the Grand Alive. Eastern Oregon Adventures was brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress, Grand Ron Hospital, AnythingToDigital.com, EO&I, and Blue Mountain Outfitters. And today we're here and we're talking about some portable backpacking stoves. Now, the cool thing about these stoves is this is sort of a standard industry stove style, which is light and portable, and they fit in really small compartments. And the only thing you need to bring with them to fuel them is a little fuel container, which I think I'm correct in that MSR is one of the, it's pretty much the standard for these fuel containers.
You know, we don't want to get too far into that.
Sure.
It's actually, it's an important question. Several brands that make different stoves make their own fuel, and the fuel, the only difference between them is mostly like it's a question of like how much propane, butane, or isobutane is in it.
Okay.
And so the mix is like this big question of like who's got the coolest mix, and I think MSR has the coolest mix. That's why we sell it.
But there are other options. The only reason I thought MSR is because the only place I buy mine is here at Blue Mountain Outfitters.
Which is all you need to know anyway.
So these are cool little stoves. I love them because they're portable, they're compact. But, and I've had the old, Jetboil option.
Nope, MSR Pocket Rocket.
MSR Pocket Rocket. I've had this for a really long time and I've loved it. And we have two new options, which are upgrades from that.
Yeah.
And Jim is gonna sort of tell me why maybe I should consider upgrading. So what do we got here?
Yeah. So this is the MSR Pocket Rocket. It almost kind of got the whole category started. And as you can see, it's really nice. It fits in. It's like a roll of quarters, right? So
and it fits in a little plastic container, just about that big. It's really great.
So the idea is this one came out, I don't know, 20-ish years ago or something like that. It's been the only one most people, or one of the only ones that people have bought for a while, and in part because it's also like $40. You know?
Yeah, it's super cheap. Super cheap.
So this is actually one of the ones we're going to look at is a new version of that, and it's a big deal because it's the 2.0, and it's the second version of something that's been around for an industry standard for a long time. So one of the reasons why this was what the upgrade is here is just that it packs even smaller than the one that you have does, right? So then it's like about half as big.
Now, we should show that to the camera. I don't know if we got that for the camera.
So it's
really small.
And I don't even think I even did that right, actually. Yeah, so it like tucks in back there. So it's a lot smaller, and it's actually stronger, and it's built a little bit more, I don't know, maybe just durably, I guess. And they didn't, I don't think the price changed like $5 or something like that. So really, it's just them making a really solid improvement over an older design.
Now, is the power and the heat that's going to be coming out of this stove any different than we would have with the original Pocket Rocket?
It's a little bit stronger. I want to say it's 8,500 BTUs, which is like, it's just a little bit stronger overall. And the other thing that you pay for a lot with these kinds of things is actually being able to turn the flame up and down. So like graduate the flame. That's a lot of what you pay for.
Because one of the issues I've run into with this Jetboil is that we tried to cook this on a windy, colder night, and it wouldn't boil the water in the wok that we were kind of using. So it does run a little bit low on the power scale, and we've had some problems with that. But that could be because we just didn't have anything to shield it from the wind.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah, and so maybe we would need to get something for that.
Yeah. So there's different ways to do that. One of the masters at that is Jetboil, because they made a thing where it's like sort of protected.
Yeah.
It's really just this stove, but it's attached to a larger container. Well, Jetboil have been doing that for a long time. They just came out with their own separate stove, and it's the same price as this, maybe even a little bit cheaper, I think. And the other thing that they have is that they are pretty good at that graduated flame thing. So, why don't you go ahead and fire yours up real fast.
And one of the nice things about that Jetboil stove is it has its own lighter.
It has its own lighter, which takes up space and weight, right? But now turn yours down as low as you can go. So I can just keep turning this thing here, and it's just gonna slowly go down however much I really, really want it to.
Because mine's still burning a little bit.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing, is that mine's really low, so I can simmer. Right? So that's the big thing, is that with Jetboil, their best stove, their best canister stove, that is the one that has a thing attached to it, has this burner in it, which just means that you can simmer, you can make really coffee, you can actually cook, basically.
Wow.
Whereas with that thing, you can't really cook, because it's kind of, you can bring it down or up or down a little bit, but it's still gonna, like, once it boils, it's boiling, and you can't bring it back down again.
Okay.
So they took their best stove, their best burner out of that stove, and I'm not saying that very clearly. But the best canister stove that they have, they took the burner out of that and put it into this. Basically, that's the idea. So it's kind of cool.
So they haven't really made a new stove. They really just opened this one up and made it into a portable option.
Yeah, and the thing is that you take this stove and when you buy it with the canister thing, it's the most expensive one they make. So then they took that and they made a really nice cheap backpacking stove out of it. Now, the thing about this one is it will not pack as small as that one.
Sure.
It's not as light. It's 10,000 BTU, so it's much stronger. And you know that igniter is nice. Sometimes it doesn't always work, so you don't always want to depend on it. But bigger, heavier than that one too. So some interesting trade-offs there.
Now, what are we looking for price? What price difference between these two? Like, we don't have to say specifics, but like
$45.50, I believe, is what.
Oh, so this one is cheaper than this one.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, I mean, so here's a question: if I have the old Jetboil, or not the old Jetboil, sorry, the old MSR.
MSR, yep.
What would be the benefit of upgrading right now? Should I upgrade right now, or maybe should I wait until this gets a little bit more outdated and move into something new a little later on?
I'd wait for that to break. That's totally fine. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not somebody that, if it's not broken, don't buy a new thing or fix it. It's fine. These are great when you want to either be able to cook, right?
Yeah.
Like be able to turn it up and down, or if you want something lighter and smaller, basically. So once you start getting into the territory of needing that, then go for it. Otherwise, that's the whole reason why that one was the best-selling stove forever, was because it just checks all the boxes for $40. So yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, cool. I have so many things more I want to ask about wind protection and that kind of stuff, but I think we're probably gonna have to do that in another episode.
Just use foil. Take foil and wrap it around.
Foil.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, thank you, LeGrand Alive, for tuning in. This has been Eastern Oregon Adventures, brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress, Grand Ron Hospital, anythingtodigital.com, and EONI and Blue Mountain Outfitters, the place where we are today. So, like and share this video, and tune into LeGrandAlive.tv for more local content.